So we have this ratio right here, 3.5 days to 6 days. And then we have some options over here, which are ratios themselves. Obviously, this is a multiple choice question. And one of these ratios is equivalent to this ratio. So let's go and take a look at our choices. A is 1 to 3, B is 1 to 4, C is 7 to 12, D is 5 to 9, and E is 11 to 18. Now, when you have a multiple choice question, okay, in mathematics, so for those of you that are students taking tests, you should just love multiple choice questions because what should you do? Even if you don't know the answer, like, hey, Mr. YouTube Math Man, I don't know what I'm doing, but I did select the right answer. See, well, that is great because that's what you should do. When you are not penalized, always guess, okay? The worst thing you could do as a math student, okay, when it comes to taking a test, is to leave questions blank. Just write anything down, okay? Honestly, you might even get like one fraction of 1 point, but it could make the difference between passing and failing. All right, now I'm going to show you two approaches to solve this problem. Again, we are thinking about this, in terms of like a test question. But first of all, we are talking about ratios, right? So which is the correct ratio? Well, what is a ratio? Well, let's go ahead and kind of review that real quick, and then, of course, we'll answer the question. So a ratio is basically a fraction, okay? So that's pretty much what it is. But it is a fraction with a twist. Now, that twist is the numerator and denominator are going to have the same units of measure. Now, if I have the fraction, let's say 3/5, well, this is just kind of a fraction. I could think of this as a ratio, but typically when we talk about ratios, rates, and proportions, you have units of measure involved. So here is a fraction, 3.5 days. Now, the fraction bar is the word 2. Okay, or of course we have our little colon symbol as well. So 3.5 days to 6 days. Now the units of measure for the numerator and denominator are the same. Okay, so that indicates that this is a ratio. Again, it is a basically comparison of two values, i.e. a fraction where the numerator and denominator units of measure are the same. Now, if the units of measure were different, then you're talking about a rate. Okay, so that is what a ratio is. Now, when you study ratios in mathematics, you often study, well, not often, you pretty much study something else called a proportion. Okay, this is really important, and this is a great way to answer the question. All right, so here is our ratio in question. We have 3.5 days to 6 days. Now, I want to think of this as a fraction because it's the easiest thing to do. So what we could do here, okay, there's different approaches we can take. I'm going to show you two approaches. The first thing we could do is think about proportions. Now you might be saying, hey, what's a proportion, Mr. YouTube Madman? Well, I'm going to show you here in 1 second. But if this ratio is equivalent to one of these ratios, let's say, for example, 1/3, well, if they are equivalent, that means they are in proportion, which means we have something called the cross product, and the cross product must be true. Now, I'm going to show you this cross product concept in just 1 second. So let's say I have the ratio 1/2. It's just some sort of fraction. Okay, matter of fact, let me write this right here. 1/2. And let's think of another equivalent ratio or another equivalent fraction to 1/2, right? There's tons of them. How about 5/10? Okay, so 5/10, this ratio, 5 to 10, is equivalent to 1 to 2, okay, or 1/2 is equal to 5/10. Okay, these are equivalent. Now, if this is the case, then you have something called the cross product that, well, actually, kind of get ahead of myself. When you have two equal ratios, rates, or fractions, two equivalent ratio, rates, or fractions, this is a proportion. Okay, this is a proportion. And if you have a proportion, then the cross product is true. In other words, if we cross multiply, 1 times 10 is what? That's 10, and that's equal to 5 times 2, which of course is 10. All right. So again, when two things are in proportion, then you can kind of check the cross product. So let's go ahead and go up here to our question, and you can kind of use a process of elimination. You'll be like, all right, 3.5 days to 6 days. Let's just check 1 to 3. Okay, let's see if 1 to 3 is equivalent to this ratio. And this is super easy to check. Matter of fact, you don't even have to do the entire work. So let's just think about the cross product. So the cross product would be this times this and this times this. So here we have 6 times 1, which is 6. So this side right here, 3 times 3 and 1/2, needs to be equal to 6 in order for this to be, in fact, a valid, equivalent proportion, okay, or two equal ratios. Okay, and you could see 3 times 3 and 1/2. If it was just 3, just drop the 1/2. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is not going to be equal to 6. So, these two are not equivalent. So this cannot be the equivalent ratio. So we could just use a process of elimination and be like, all right, yeah, this is not correct. So you don't even have to finish all the math. Okay, so again, I'm kind of giving you some test taking strategies, and then you can kind of go through right here and check the rest. All right, so that is the first thing that you can do, but there is another thing that you could do as well. Are you struggling in math because of confusing lessons? Maybe the teacher's not showing you all the steps you need, or things are happening too fast. Well, there is a better way. So come on over to my math help program at tcmathacademy.com. There you'll find clear step-by-step instruction by me that will definitely make a huge difference in your math success. So make sure to check out all my courses by following the links in the description. All right, now before I show you that other technique, let's just go through this kind of strategy or this tactic and continue to check. So we would check 1 to 4, or you might say, wow, 1 to 3, let's try something different, maybe 7 to 12, which is the correct answer. So let's check 7 to 12. And so we have 3 and 1/2 days to 6 days. Is this equal to 7 to 12, or is 3 and 1/2 to 6 equal or equivalent to the ratio 7 to 12? Okay, so if you have two ratios that are equal, they are in proportion, i.e. the cross product is true. So let's go ahead and check this. So 7 times 6, of course, is going to be what? Well, that's 42. So now we have to check 12 times 3 and 1/2. All right, so we have a mixed fraction here, no big deal. So we can change this to an improper fraction. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7/2. And then here, when we have 12 times 7/2, or 12 over 1, we could just take this 2, goes into 12. That would be 6 times. So 6 times 7, of course, is 42. So 42 is equal to 42. All right, now if there's anything that's troubling you here, like how to multiply fractions or ratios or proportions, you're like, yes, Mr. YouTube Math Man, this is what I'm studying, and I don't get it. Well, I'll give you some specific suggestions on how you can improve. But this is one way you could approach, getting the right answer on this question. All right, so this is kind of, this particular problem is not open-ended. In other words, you have choices. And when you have multiple choices on a math exam, you definitely want to use those options. Okay, so I'm going to show you another simple strategy that some of you may have seen. And let's go ahead and continue on with another way that we could solve this problem. Okay, so how could we solve this problem? Well, here we have 3 and 1/2 days. There are actually different techniques to solve this. And if you took another strategy, that is great. But here we have 3 and 1/2 days to 6 days. Now, you could say, let's look at this denominator here, 6. That might interest you. And we could look at our denominators here in our ratios. So we could kind of test this, but let's go to 7 to 12. Again, this is another way you could check this. So 7 to 12, you could say, well, we have the cross product, but instead of doing the cross product, let's just kind of see here, okay? If you have 3 and 1/2 days, if 3 and 1/2 days to 6 days is equal to 7 to 12. Well, let's just kind of notice, right? If we multiply 6 times 2, we get 12. And if we multiply 3 and 1/2 times 2, we get 7. Okay, so these are equivalent fractions. In other words, you could take this fraction and reduce it down to this fraction. Okay, so this is a super easy way to confirm that 7 to 12 is the correct answer. And of course, you can use this technique to check these other fractions as well. And there's other things you could have done. You could have, created decimals into this if you were using a calculator. But ratios, rates, and proportions are an absolute must-know, critical, basic math skill. Okay, I know that's a mouthful, but you got to understand working with proportions, ratios, rates, fractions. This is everywhere at all levels of mathematics. Okay, so let me go ahead and give you some suggestions on how you can improve in this particular topic. So my first kind of like my best work, my full instruction is going to be in my math courses, my full main courses. I'm going to leave links to those in the description of this video, but you might want to check out like my pre-algebra or algebra 1 course. If you are not a math student and you want to learn this stuff, then check out my math skills rebuilder course. But also I have a ton of additional YouTube videos on this topic as well. But either way, just make sure you learn this because this is super important in math. Okay, so with all that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your math adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.